Hello to all Ghana-loving Ghanaians from all around the world. Welcome to Nasij, Ghana, where it's all about patriotism and from the point of country and people for a better Ghana. Welcome. E-Levy, E-Levy, E-Levy. It's not stopping. I thought that should have been packed up long ago, but it's not stopping. But when I listen to the arguments from all contexts, both for and against, it seems to me like the finance minister and his team have made a decision to include this in the budget from Conjecture, because it seems like they've not considered all the possible that will happen. But so far, the argument against, to me, outweighs the argument for. A few minutes ago, the course of the day today, was today. Today is the 1st of February, 2022. There is a caption on one of the media houses that transactional value of Momo has gone down by so many billions so far. Something I've said in my previous video when the president of the Association of Bankers was asserting that the Momo transactional value outweighs the check transactional value by a wide margin, where I'm saying that the fact that a particular sector of our economy is booming is no reason to tax it to death. Instead of you to put the burden on the companies that are offering the services, so the participants will be encouraged to do more of business, you're actually putting the burden on the participants who actually have numerous options of moving cash around. I don't get it. Now, the finance minister then said that they are having a discussion with the telecoms companies to apply a discount of 25% to transfer fees. And I'm saying they're going to apply a discount of 25% to transfer fees for the introduction of 1.7% tax. I don't get it. Now, that alone suggests to me that if the telecom companies are comfortable to give away 25% of their services that they render to the people, that means they're making good money. They are comfortable to reduce the means by which they make revenue for the government to introduce a 1.7% taxing system. So I ask, there's been so many billions mentioned as the transactional value of Momo, mobile money transfer. All other electronic transfers are not considered, even though they are part of this E-Levy introduction. I asked in my previous video, and I'm asking again, how much revenue has the government generated from these companies that have handled this huge sum of money, i.e. the transactional value of the Momo? There should be a corresponding transfer fees, transactional fees. Now, there's a whole lot of statements being made by our political leaders and some of the public office servants that begs questions. That is concerning to me from where I'm sitting. That I remember when the security agencies have gone to pick up Captain Smart because he said he supports uprising. And I said in my video, it is not Captain Smart sitting on radio to say I support uprising that is going to cause uprising. But the forceful introduction of a system that, if we have to define it bluntly, stealing money from the people, such things causes uprising. And I'm even getting concerned in my previous videos when Professor Kwesi Enim, during the height of the Guinea military takeover, cited some of the behaviors that are triggering these military activities in the sub-regions. And he did say that there's going to be some more military actions in the sub-region. Lo and behold, Burkina Faso. And as of today, I was reading there is some military actions going on in Guinea-Bissau. Every time I finish my video, when I say that long live the Fourth Republic, God bless Mother Ghana, I mean it. But this statement, some of the comments coming from our political leaders, when this E-Levy started, is giving me concern, because when you go to the column, just for you to know how dissatisfied Ghanaians are, when you see the captions, go and look at the comments Ghanaians are making. Our political leaders should not become power drunk and throw our country into chaos. Our president, who is the sitting ECOWAS chair, is concerned that there's a lot of military action. The question I want to ask him is that when these political leaders in these various countries begin to disregard the provisions of constitution, the due order of doing things, when was he? And in his own country, can he tell us that they are following the due order and they are listening to the people they represent? Listening to some of the captions. Of course, I'm going to do a live video on live version on Facebook, and I will cover broad areas as far as political matters in Ghana is concerned. For instance, something like this, I'll be summing up in a minute, because it is obvious that for me, if you ask me, the E-Levy is theft, stealing money from Ghanaians. Now, before I read some of the captions, I read out an open letter written by one gentleman who very knowledgeable in the finance sector. And he gave some very readily available solutions to our tax issues, which by now I thought probably, of course, maybe they've not heard it or they have not even read it. He has shared it. I've read it out loud in a video, which is on my page on Facebook and on YouTube. It's called Nutseg, Nutseg Ghana, GH only. You will see what he has written, and he has given some very laudable ideas that are readily available, that can be implemented even in a now. Why are we not doing that? Why is the finance ministry so becoming, let me say, myopic, short-sighted in their attempt to introduce this E-Levy, not considering anything else? It seems like the finance minister is confused, because you look at him giving his views or press conferences, he looks tired, he looks stressed. Can't he take a step back, have consultation with people of the same caliber to say, what can we do? Yes, the fact remains that the budget needs to be financed. And I'll read some comments of some of the things that our political leaders are saying. And even he himself, the finance minister, Ghana, our finance minister, some of the things they are saying begs questions. And I thought to say it. But this gentleman who wrote the open letter to the president of Ghana says what? There are some of the tax concepts that he can introduce. For instance, windfall tax, i.e., to consider companies that have benefited greatly from the pandemic, because there are some companies that benefited from the pandemic. Those are one-off tax that you can introduce to make some money or to generate revenue for country. Why are they not doing that? Then he went on also to cite, he said what? When the underlying interest of an asset is changed, he said that tax law says that tax becomes due. But he mentioned companies like Manganese Company, Prestia Mines, Bogosu Mines. All these companies have, the underlying interest has changed. But there is not even an attempt to even consider what has been the transaction. If these companies are left off the hook and a simple a Ghanaian on the street or just somebody sending money, 100 or more, is being punished for sending money, like I said, these are some of the things that cause uprising. Not Captain Smart on radio shouting, I support uprising. But quickly, and then I'll run off on this one, is some of the assertions coming from our political leaders. For instance, look at this one. This is the finance minister saying that every Ghanaian now owes over 10,000 Ghana as debt, as we are hit by 344.5 billion debt. The question is, where is the evidence of these loans that have been taken as far as infrastructure is concerned? What was this money used for? So these are the things that can cause uprising, because you've borrowed these monies, Ghanaians did not feel it, the economy did not feel it, the infrastructures are not built. So how then do you then attribute to the fact that every Ghanaian owes this amount? Give us account of how the monies were spent. And we will be comfortable for you to tax our money every time that we send money to our grandparents in a village or to pay school fees through the mobile money system. That's just one of them. Here we go. This one actually tends to support what I said previously. Research shows that 24% drop in mobile money after introduction of E-Levy. Whether it's now or they are saying when it happens, there's going to be that amount of that percentage drop in engagement or in business. That is concerning, which is what I said previously when I challenged the assertion of the president of the Bankers Association. You tax the people, they will find ways. Put a burden on the companies. Even if you put a burden on the companies and the companies increase transactional value by a certain margin, people will still have to do what they have to do. And then you tax the mobile companies or the telecom companies after their overheads. Anyway, this one particular one, E-Levy proceeds to be used as collateral to borrow 70 billion. This is what you are telling Ghanaians. E-Levy to be used as collateral to borrow 70 billion. Already the borrowing is 344.5 billion, which we have not felt it, not infrastructurally, not economically, socially. None of the socio-economic aspects of Ghana has been impacted by this. At least when you go to America, when they say their debt ceiling is in trillions and trillions, you see skyscrapers, you see roads being built, you see children in good schools, not under class trees. But you have borrowed this amount of money, and most especially the debt ceiling of Ghana has actually quadrupled in a very short time, less than 6 years. The E-Levy is a bad idea. Scrap it. If you don't have the expertise to advise you on what to do to generate revenue, this is the time to welcome the young heads on board. And as a matter of fact, the finance minister, every time you come on telly, you look tired. You look exhausted. Stop bothering yourself with this E-Levy. It could cause a problem. It could destabilize Ghana because Ghanaians are not happy about it. Anyway, talk about it. Till I come your way, God bless Mother Ghana. Long live the Fourth Republic. Thank you all. See you in my next video.